What if I told you your dog is showing you signs of trust every single day, but you're missing them? Some of these signs are so subtle you might not even realize your dog is saying, "I feel safe with you, it was one of those quiet nights where everything felt slower than usual. The lights were dim. The outside world had gone silent. Alex sat on the couch, staring at nothing in particular, just letting the day fade away. On the floor beside him, Max rested peacefully. No noise, no movement, just calm breathing filling the room. For a moment, Alex glanced down at him. And that's when he noticed something. Max wasn't just lying there. He was completely relaxed, his body loose, his eyes half closed, his breathing steady. It looked simple, but something about it felt meaningful. "Why do you always look so calm around me?" he whispered. Max didn't respond. But in that silence, there was an answer. A quiet one that Alex had never fully understood before. Because what he was seeing in that moment was trust. What trust really means. Trust isn't something a dog gives right away. It's not automatic. It's built slowly, through moments, routines, and feelings over time. Every time you feed them, every time you speak calmly, every time you show up together. All of those moments, and eventually, something changes. Your dog stops just living with you and starts believing in you. Alex didn't realize it yet, but Max had been showing signs of that trust for a long time. Sign 1. They feel safe enough to be vulnerable. The next morning, sunlight filled the room. Alex was sitting on the floor with a cup of coffee when Max walked over. Without hesitation, Max dropped down beside him and rolled onto his back. His paws curled slightly, his belly exposed, his entire body open. Alex smiled. "You always do this," he said. But this time he paid attention. Max wasn't tense. He wasn't ready to jump up, he was completely relaxed. That kind of position isn't random for a dog. It's one of the most vulnerable states they can be in. Because in that moment, they are choosing not to protect themselves. And that choice means something important. "I trust you enough to feel safe." Alex reached down and gently scratched Max's belly. Max didn't move, just stayed there, completely at ease. Sign 2, they choose to stay close to you. Later that day, Alex stood up and walked into another room. He didn't call Max. He didn't make any sound. But within seconds, soft footsteps followed. Max appeared in the doorway, watching, not asking for anything, not demanding attention, just there. This happened all the time. From the kitchen, to the hallway, to the living room, Max always seemed to follow. At first, Alex thought it was just habit, but it was more than that. Dogs stay close to people they feel connected to, not because they have to, but because they want to. To Max, being near Alex meant safety. It meant comfort. It meant everything felt right. Sign 3, they looked to you for guidance. One afternoon, something unexpected happened. A loud noise echoed from outside, sudden, sharp. Max froze. His ears stood upright. His body stiffened slightly. For a brief second, the room felt tense. But instead of reacting immediately, Max turned his head and looked at Alex. That look lasted only a second, but it said everything. What does this mean? Should I be worried? Alex stayed calm, didn't react, didn't move, and just like that, Max relaxed again. That moment revealed something powerful. Max trusted Alex enough to take emotional cues from him. Instead of deciding on his own, he chose to follow Alex's lead. That's not just behavior. That's trust. Sign 4, they can truly relax around you. That night, the house was quiet again. Alex sat on the couch reading. Max was lying nearby, completely still. Not alert, not watching every movement, just resting. Some dogs stay tense even in safe environments. Always aware, always ready. But not Max. Max didn't feel the need to stay on guard. Because in his world, there was nothing to be afraid of. And that kind of calm only happens secure. Alex looked down again. This time he understood a little more. That peaceful stillness wasn't just rest. It was trust in its purest form. Sign 5. They come to you when they feel uncertain. A few days later, a storm rolled in. The sky darkened. Thunder echoed in the distance. Max had never liked storms. The loud sounds, the sudden flashes. As the thunder grew louder, Max stood up quickly, his body tense, his ears pulled back. For a moment, he hesitated. Then, he walked straight toward Alex, not running, not panicking, just moving with purpose. He sat down beside him. Close, not asking for anything. Just being there, because when things felt uncertain, Alex was where Max felt safest. That choice said more than anything else. Not hiding, not escaping, but trusting. The real meaning. Behind it all that night, Alex sat quietly, thinking about everything. All the small moments, the following, the staring, the calm presence. None of it was random. It was all connected. Max wasn't just living in the same house. He wasn't just responding to routines. He had built something deeper. A sense of safety, a sense of connection, a belief that this human was someone he could rely on. Final realization. Alex leaned down and gently patted Max. "You trust me, don't you?" he said quietly. Max looked up at him. Calm, soft eyes. No words, but the answer was clear. Because trust doesn't need to be spoken. It's shown in small, quiet ways. Every single day. Outro, your dog may not tell you how they feel. They may not speak your language. But if you pay attention, you'll see it. In the way they relax around you. In the way they follow you. In the way they look at you when they're unsure. Those are not small things. They are signs of something powerful. Trust. And once a dog gives you that, it's one of the most genuine connections you'll ever experience.